Hello everybody, this is Satyam Raina and here is my demonstration for task 5.3D. The objective of the task was to design a GUI asking user to input some text and blink LED based on the Morse code of the text input by user using Raspberry Pi. Here we are using tkinter library, which is a standard Python interface for building graphical user interfaces and is having Python related distributions. Here is our interface using LED light, Raspberry Pi and breadboard. On running the program, we get a window named Morse LED asking for user to input some text. With the text input of letter A and clicking on blink button makes LED to blink according to the Morse code of alphabet A, which is dot dash. Further, we can input any text and blink LED according to it with maximum 12 characters in the word. For the coding part, we start by including the necessary libraries. First library we include is the tkinter library to access the functions from tkinter, and then we import rpi.gpio as GPIO only for cleaner code. Importing time library to access the time related functions. Next up we assign the variable LED as 10 and ignore all the warnings by set warnings and returning false. GPIO.setMode, GPIO.board, that will refer to the number of pins in the plug and not the GPIO pins. The LED, the number 10 to the LED we assign here is the number of the pin in the plug and not the GPIO pin. And we create a window by the name win using tk, which is a function from tkinter library. The title name of the window will be Morse LED with the configuration of dimensions 300 into 300, declaring string variable for storing the string that will be inserted by the user in the text box, using a label for implementing display boxes. This will be the display box that will ask the user to input the text. And widget, here we are using a place with the relative x and relative y, which changes its position according to the size of the window if we increases or decrease the length and width of the window. Entry widget asking for user to input the text. Here the text variable is text var, text underscore var, that will store the input, that will store the text input by the user. And the widgets here we are using is a place with the relative x0 and relative y 0.2, and anchor, it will be placed in the northwest direction of the window. The next function we define here is a Morse code having a x, and it will print the x in the shell. It is like the Morse dictionary and will respond according to the character input by the user. For example, if the character is A, it will return the Morse code dot dash, which is the Morse code of alphabet A. And likewise for the other alphabets also, there are a respective Morse code for each alphabet. Moving on to the driver code, we define by the name blink. It will call a text variable as a global function and store the text input by the user using .get function in num variable. And if the length of the variable input by if the length of the input by user is more than 20, it will eliminate the characters above 20 and will limit only to 20 characters, and will blink the LED only according to the first 20 characters and not more than that. Then we define temp equals 0.5 for time.sleep function, that is basically delay. For dot function we are having delay in ratio 1, and for dash it is in the ratio 3. The delay between dot and dash function is proportionation with 1:3, and for space we are having different delay. For creating the text function that will hold the text input by user, we make use of label for implementing display boxes for placing text, and creating a button using button function that will having a text blink LED and command blink that will respond to the driver code that I explained earlier. And that is it for the coding part. Thank you.